And Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Time for our tale of the tape. It's David Benavidez. It's the Mexican monster, David Benavidez. This guy was sparring with world champions like Triple G at just 15 years old and holding his own. In fact, Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of...
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Thank you, Todd.
These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Right hand, right on point. Left hook, it's finding its target. The audience absolutely right on top of you in this very special environment here.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches. The punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Catch and shoot. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Can't land that jab. Nice counter shot. They both want a knockout, you can tell. That time counter shot. That hook is parried away. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about David Benavidez that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they... Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
The courage on display here is incredible. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Holding nothing back here in the round. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. The straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. Let's get it started in round 3. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. They exchange punches. You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A big whiff with the right hook. Is he going to punch himself out, though? He blocks the uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something. There's the bell for round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a lick it because you've got to get some before you get them close.
Not a lot of defense here at all. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. David Benavidez in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to switch back on to the 5th we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. hook won't score. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Throws the jab but does not score. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Just missed with that hook. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. This is the beginning of round 6. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Unlucky to miss with that jab. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about David Benavidez in that last round. That was almost a 10. There's the bell to start round 7. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. It's all offense all the time. Both men step back for just a moment. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
jab. And it's survival time for David Benavidez. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once.
No horn a second, Johnny. And this fight is over. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
A shot from the gods took him out.
You heard that right, ladies and